Hi, it's Attorney Mike Grevin coming to you from Chicago as usual, and today we're going to look at Better Call Saul, Season 3, Episode 10. It's the season finale. I can't believe we're getting all the way through the third season here already, and I've heard you in the comments. There's been some requests for actual more law talk. I'll see if I can't dial that up a notch, and there's a lot going on here, and of course circumstances will dictate if there's more law to discuss, then I'll give more of that perspective, and I really appreciate any input. Welcome to Law Talk. Okay, this episode is called Lantern, and it kicks off with the cliffhanger from the last episode, namely Kim's car accident, and Jimmy goes to see her in the hospital soon after.
I know.
This next bit shows, once again, how they handle law very well. Chuck has gotten into it with Howard Hamlin. He's threatened to sue Hamlin and McGill, and that would just cause all sorts of problems, be horrible for their reputation, and diminish everybody's prestige in the eye of the public. And they have this moment, and it's pretty neat. Howard surprises Chuck by offering to pay him out, and based upon their partnership agreement, I guess the number is $9 million. That seems plausible. He built this firm. But what a non-attorney might not know is that attorneys, law firms just aren't sitting around on piles of cash. They don't have, they can't be publicly traded. They can't get debt in other ways. So the way a law firm works is you have a group of partners and you disperse the money at the end of the year. So they run pretty lean. They can do very well, but they run pretty lean, and they just don't have a bunch of cash. A lot of times the partners will hold back on taking things out because they want to do capital investment in the firm and that sort of thing, and thereby sort of loaning the law firm money. And that's sort of the posture that this law firm is in. It's very reasonable, both what his payout would be and the fact that the law firm just doesn't have $9 million handy. In this circumstance, actually, Howard is dipping into his personal funds so that he can just basically tell Chuck to cram it because he doesn't want to destroy the firm he's working at and his own reputation in this process.
Here, just take this. $3 million. The first of 3 payments as per the partnership agreement.
So after the meeting in the conference room, Howard goes out and announces Chuck's retirement, I guess, against Chuck's will, and he is not ready for it, and there's just a lot of tension between the two of them.
Everybody, thank you for gathering. I have some bittersweet news to share. I'm sorry to say, but our fearless leader, Charles McGill, will be leaving HHM, effective immediately.
This is a really sweet bit. Jimmy gets Kim home from the hospital, and he's hovering over her like a mother or something, and he just wants to take care of her, and it's very, very sweet, but she tells him to back off a little bit in a nice way.
You're not feeding me, Jimmy. There are lines we do not cross.
In this next scene, Hector Salamanca goes into Nacho's father's business that we discussed in the last episode, and he's going to use it to try to move drugs across the border. Of course, Nacho's father wants no part of this, and Nacho's trying to basically keep him out of it. But Hector Salamanca, just being evil as he is, wants to get the dad involved and just be difficult about it.
And supplies when the shop's open, you should be able to process everything overnight. I'd be here to see it gets done right.
Where's Poppy?
I'd be taking care of all this.
Eventually, Nacho's forced to introduce Hector Salamanca to his father, and it's awful.
Don Hector, este es mi papá Manuel, papá. Don Hector Salamanca.
That does not go well, and Nacho's trying to smooth it over, but Hector just keeps being evil.
I'll talk to him. He'll come around.
I don't trust, team.
If you like any of this content, the best way to support me and the channel is to hit like, subscribe, share with friends, and put some comments in the comment section below. Meanwhile, after all they've been through, Jimmy tries once again to go back and reconnect with Chuck and apologize for everything that's gone on, even after he's lost his license due to Chuck's actions. And Chuck is just horrible about it, as you would expect.
In the end, you're going to hurt everyone around you. You can't help it. So stop apologizing and accept it. Embrace it. Frankly, I'd have more respect for you if you did.
After that, it appears that Chuck sort of has a relapse of his electrical allergy or whatever it is. He seems to be having a flare, and he decides he needs to stop all the electricity that had been running in his house. However, he cannot get the meter to stop, and he loses his mind, and he's ripped out every wire that he can find in the house, and finally he just has to go for the meter and take it out himself. So Hector is having a hard time with Eladio, and things are not going well for him within the organization. And here we have him reaching for his heart medication. I guess they're nitro pills one more time. And of course, they're not nitro pills because Nacho switched them out so that they're just ibuprofen.
It's like dogs! Hector, this isn't personal. It is! It is personal!
Here's a great scene where Jimmy decides he's got to stop. He feels guilty for the manipulation he laid on his client, and he's going to try to undo it. And in order for him to undo it, he's got to jump on the grenade himself, make himself the bad guy. But he starts by putting himself in charge of the chair yoga class, and the outfit is just awesome.
Yeah, but I really don't want to do it.
Jimmy sets it up so that he gets pulled out by Aaron and intentionally leaves the mic on so that everyone in chair yoga can hear him being nasty.
Drag the information out of her that you filled her head and all of her friends' heads with lies.
I never lied to anyone.
You drastically misrepresented the reality of the case.
So?
To drive the point home, he keeps talking with Aaron and is as offensive as he can possibly be, knowing that he's being overheard by the entire room. And that sets up this episode's favorite line.
You ruined her life because you wanted your money faster.
Who and who? Besides, not like she's got that much time left anyway.
You're disgusting.
And rich.
So due to the fact that Jimmy's lost his license, at least temporarily, and Kim is severely injured, they've decided to give up their office space. And there's several things I really like about this scene. Number one is that he's got American Samoa law sweatshirt on, which is really funny. Also, I can relate to it. In fact, I'm moving offices right now, and I haven't for over 10 years. I've moved a lot of offices, but you get nostalgic. You get used to a place. They weren't here very long, but you get attached to your surroundings, and it's kind of difficult.
It's a good wall. You think? Yeah. We'll get another.
A better wall.
Well, this episode is the season finale, and it's called Lantern, and here is why. We see Chuck, after his little electrical allergy relapse, probably depressed, probably due to the way he ended things with Jimmy in their last conversation, sitting in his house, intentionally kicking a lantern over, and starting a big fire in the house that he's sitting in. Well, the big takeaways here for the episode and the season are that Kim and Jimmy had to let go of their office, although they had some success there, and we don't know what their future holds, but it's kind of a sad moment. Nacho's in deep with Hector, but Hector may get it soon. He keeps having, heart problems, and he's taking the wrong medication. Chuck was bought off by Howard, who just had enough and said, I'd rather take millions of dollars out of my personal funds than deal with you anymore. Here at Law Talk, we do a lot of videos answering common legal questions. We also do reviews of law in the movies and then on TV. We also share some of our more interesting cases. We're always putting out new videos. So if you like that, please hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell.